Okay, so in this video we'll be connecting the ESP32 board to a OLED display, and we're going to use this display to show us the name of our access point, the number of devices that are currently connected to the access point, and the uptime, or the time for how long the device has been running. So what we'll need for this, we'll use the same board as in the last video. We are going to use a OLED display. This is a 128 by 64 0.96 inch display. Then we need some breadboard and some jump wires. Right, so what we'll do is we're going to connect the ESP to the breadboard, and we are also going to connect the OLED to the breadboard as well. Now, to make the connections, we have 4 pins on the OLED. So we have the VCC, ground, SCL, and SDA. So the VCC pin will be connecting to the 3-volt pin of the ESP board. Ground is going to go to the ground. Now the SCL, this pin is going to connect to pin number 22 on the ESP, and the SDA is going to connect to pin number 21 on the ESP. Alright, so let's plug this in and let's head to the Arduino IDE. Okay, so in the Arduino IDE, we're going to use the same sketch as we did in the previous video by creating the access points and showing us how many devices and the MAC addresses of the devices. And what we're going to do is we're going to include an extra library here. So it's in include ssd1306 wire.h. Next, we're going to declare the pins that we'll be using for our OLED display. And we'll do that by typing ssd1306 wire display. We'll do the 0x3c. This is the address of the I2C address of the display. And we'll do pin 21, which is the SDA pin, and pin 22, which is the SCL pin. Now, we want to display the uptime of the access point. So we will do that by typing unsigned long uptime equals 0. And this is going to be a variable that we're going to use to store the uptime of the device in milliseconds. Now, in the setup function, we are going to start the display. So we will do display.init. There we go. So this is going to start up the display. We'll do display.flip screen vertically. And we're going to set up a font for this. So we'll do display set font, and we're going to use Arial empty. We'll do plain and size 10. There we go. So that's all done here. What we'll do is we're going to, at the end of the setup, we're going to do uptime equals millis. And we're going to move up to the loop function. Right. in the loop function, we're going to make it so that we can calculate the uptime in seconds. So we'll do that over here in this area. So what we'll do is be unsigned long current millis equals millis, unsigned long uptime seconds equals current millis minus uptime. Oh, where is this going? /1000. And there's a typo over here. It's unsigned. There we go. Okay, so this is going to give us a time in seconds. Now, what we want to do is we want to be able to display the information on our OLED screen. So what we are going to do next is at the end of everything here, we are going to do display dot clear. This is going to clear up the display, and we'll do display dot draw string, set the pixel position 0, 0, and we'll type in access point name. Next, we're going to do display dot draw string, and we're going to position this at pixel 0, and we are going to maybe put it around, let's try 24. We'll correct it later if it doesn't show right, and we'll do SSID. So what this will do is at the top of the screen, going to type access point name. This is the vertical. The first number here is the vertical pixel, and the second number is the horizontal pixel. Okay, so this is going to start at 0, 0, which will be the top left corner of the screen. This line here is going to start on the first vertical pixel, and it's going to count 24 pixels down, and that's when it's going to write the next line of text, which will be SSID, which, if we go up here, is going to be the ESP32 Wi-Fi AP. Okay. Next, we want to see how many devices are connected to our AP. So what we'll do is we're gonna do the same as above. So we'll do display dot draw string. We're gonna do again pixel 0, and we're going to set this down. Let's go at about 40, and what we are going to do next is going to type in connected devices, display draw string. This is going to be on the same line as the connected devices, because it is going to show connected devices, a few spaces, and then it's going to be the number of devices. So instead of starting right at the left edge of the screen, we're going to move this a little bit towards the right. So let's say about 70. Nope, this is the wrong line. This is going to be about 70. We'll do display draw string, and we forgot to put our variable here, which is string num devices. And if we remember from the previous video, the num devices is going to be the station list number, which we sorted out in this bit of code above. Right, next thing that we're going to do is we'll do uptime, so it'll be 0. We'll start at the left edge of the display. We'll do 60 as the horizontal line, and we will do uptime. And lastly, we'll do display string. We're going to go at, let's not go, so let's go maybe out 50 and on the same line as uptime. And this is going to be format time uptime seconds. So what we've done here is this is going to initialize the display. It's going to print out on the first line access point name. Then below it is going to type the name, the actual name of our Wi-Fi network. We're going to draw connected devices and the number of the devices, which will be on the same line. And then we'll do the uptime and format time, which will display us the time or how long this device has been running, again on the same line. Okay, so we'll do display.display. And then we have the delay here. So currently the code is updating every 5 seconds, but we wanted to update a little bit faster so it can display the information on the screen without us having to wait. And that's going to be important when we have the uptime, because we wanted to count 1 second at a time rather than 5 seconds at a time. So what we'll do is we're going to do delay 1000. Now we will need another function over here. This is in order to have the format time to display the time in hours, minutes, and seconds. So in order to do that, we'll do a string format time unassigned unsigned long seconds unsigned long hours equals seconds divided by /3600. Unsigned long minutes equals seconds percentage 3600 and /60. And unsigned long x equals seconds percentage 60. Next we'll do a char buffer. And as printf buffer and then we're going to do the time format, which is going to show us the time in hours, minutes, and seconds, rather than just for how many seconds the device has been up. The hours, minutes, and seconds, and return string buffer. Perfect. So this is the code that we are going to upload to our ESP device, and that is going to display on the OLED screen the information that we ask it to do. Okay, so the sketch is going to be uploaded to the ESP board, and we shall see that information on the screen. Right, so there we go. We have the access point name, ESP32 AP, connected devices, so there's been a little error in arranging the pixels. So we are going to make a change over there. Okay, so with some changes in the code, we managed to get this working. So we do have the access point name, number of connected devices, and the uptime for how long this access point has been on. So now if we are to connect to this network, we're going to see that the number of devices changed. And by disconnecting, we're reducing the number of devices. So that was it for this video. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch everyone in the next one.